welcome back to Talk Talk Podcast, the place where students share ideas, stories, and everyday experience. I'm Rahma Yulita Kurniasari.
And I am Daniel. Thank you for tuning in today. We have got an exciting episode because we are talking about something that's changing how we handle money.
That's right. These days, students aren't just bringing wallets. They're bringing their phones to pay for food, projects, and even school events. So, today we will talk about how this digital lifestyle affects students in different schools.
Exactly. Some schools have already gone fully digital, while others are still getting there, and that makes things really interesting.
To help us understand this better, we've invited two amazing students from different schools. First, from Senior High School Lab School, we have Diva. Hi Diva!
Hi Diva!
Hi everyone, I'm Diva Sadika, grade 12 from Senior High School Lab School. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here and share my experience.
Awesome. And next from Senior High School 1 of NASA, we have Jilan. Hi Jilan!
Hi everyone, I'm Jilan, also from grade 12 at Senior High School 1 of NASA. It's great to join you guys today and talk about something we all use, or at least try to use every day.
Yes, that's true. Thank you both for being here today. Before we dive into the main topic, let's start with something simple. How's school life these days? Busy as always?
Pretty much. After school, our schedule is packed, classes, project, and extracurricular. But it's fun because everything feels more efficient now. That almost everything is digital. Oh, same here, but maybe a bit different in my school. Things are still more traditional, some digital, some not. But yeah, the school's life is always busy.
Sounds like you both have good aim. By the way, let's talk about something our students care about loans. How much do you usually get per day and where do you spend it on?
I usually get around 30,000 rupiahs a day. I top up my e-money weekly because we use it for everything. Lunch, drink, even printing. It's super convenient, but I have to be careful not to overspend. Mine around 2,000 a day, but it really depends on what I need that day. Since not all stores in my school use e-money, I still bring cash too. Sometimes it's a bit inconvenient, but it works.
Oh, so lab school is completely cashless, but NASA still use both systems. That's an interesting contrast.
Yeah, it shows how schools are adapting at different speed. Still, it's cool that both of you already use e-money in some way.
Alright, that gives us a good picture of your daily routine and spending habits. After this short break, we'll dig deeper into your personal experience with e-money, how you use it, what challenges you face, and how it's changing student life.
Exactly. So stay tuned because after the break, we are going to explore more about the e-money challenge.
Alright, now that we've talked about your allowance and school life, let's move on to our main topic, the e-money challenge.
Yes, we have prepared a few questions for both of you about your experience with e-money. Let's start simple. Do you guys prefer using e-money or cash?
E-money or cash? Honestly, I use both. It really depends on the situations. My school has a limited access to e-money payment. Then I can use the e-money every time. So sometimes I use the e-money and then sometimes I use the cash.
For me, I definitely prefer e-money. This is so much more practical and efficient. Since my school in lab school already use e-money, I've gotten used to going completely cashless.
That's interesting. So, we can already see a difference between a fully digital school and one that's still half digital. Next question, how many canteen stalls at your school actually provide e-money payments?
In my school, only a few stalls accept e-money, Most of them still prefer cash, which is kind of inconvenient. So I always have to bring both cash and e-money, just in case.
It's different for me. All the canteen stores at lab school use e-money now. It's super easy and save time since we don't need to wait for change.
That's a huge difference. It really shows how schools are adopting technology at different pace. Do you use e-money only at school or for other activities too?
Okay. I did say both. At school, I still bring some cash because not every place accepts e-money. But outside of school, I mostly use e-money. It's so much simpler for things like transport, online shopping, or buying food with my friend.
I use e-money for almost everything. School, hang out with friends, even do small purchases. It's just faster and helps me manage my time better. I can track my spending easily too.
Ooh. That's true. E-money really makes everything easier when it comes to time and tracking expenses. Okay, next one. What challenge or problems have you faced while using e-money?
Oh, okay. The challenge of using e-money. At the school, the main problem is that not all canteens accept e-money, so I can use it everywhere. Outside of school, the signal can be a big issue. If the internet slows, scanning QR codes take forever. Oh no! And then sometimes there's small service fee or tax when using e-money. So I still prefer cash if it's not really necessary.
Ah, yes, the bad signal problem. Classic.
For me, since lab school is fully digital, the only challenge is when the internet connection is unstable. That can really slow things down. Sometimes the app has an error or maintenance. But overall, e-money is still much more convenient.
Right, so even though e-money is super practical, it still depends on stable connectivity and good system support.
Yeah. And last question, even with those challenges, do you think you will continue using e-money in the future?
Definitely yes, because I believe the technology will keep developing. So e-money will become even more common. But I still think we should always bring some cash because not every place in Indonesia accepts digital payments yet. It's better to be prepared.
Same here, I definitely keep using e-money. It's fast, practical, save times, and honestly just make life easier. Cash feels a bit outdated now.
That's a great point. So both of you agree that e-money is the future, but being flexible is still important.
Exactly. It's all about balancing convenience and awareness. Alright? Well, wrap up your final talk right after this short break.
Alright everyone, we've had such a fun and insightful talk today. We learned how e-money can make life easier, but also how important it is to stay smart with our spending.
Exactly. Whether your school is fully digital like lab school or still half cash like NASA. What really matters is how we manage your money wisely.
Big thanks to our guests Diva and Jilan for joining us and sharing your real experience.
Thank you. It was really fun to share about how we use e-money in daily life.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I also learned new perspective from lab school. Maybe my school will go fully digital one day too.
That will be awesome. And for all our listeners, remember, technology is great, but control your spending before your spending controls you.
Well said Daniel. Thank you for tuning into Talk Talk Podcast.
See you in the next episode.
And don't forget to stay smart, stay digital, and stay awesome. Bye bye!